All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to explore a really beautiful trend, names that bring together a deep personal faith with a love for the natural world. It's all about finding a name with a real soul, a story, and a whole lot of meaning.
You know, if you've ever had to find a name for a child, you get it. The search can be a lot. You're not just hunting for a sound you like, you're looking for a story, a meaning, a feeling you want to pass on. You're really seeking a name with soul.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. That sweet spot where the incredible beauty of nature meets the timeless heritage found in Scripture. When those two things come together, you get names that feel really special and deeply meaningful. And look, this isn't just some passing fad. It's a really thoughtful modern trend in naming that combines a genuine love for nature with a profound faith. It's a move toward names that feel chic and current, but are also grounded in thousands of years of tradition.
Okay, so let's start with a name that just perfectly captures this idea. It's simple, it's elegant, and it's instantly evocative. Eden.
The name Eden comes straight from the Hebrew word for delight or paradise. And of course, you hear it and you immediately think of the Garden of Eden, the Bible's original image of perfect peace. As a name, it just carries this beautiful sense of serenity and untouched beauty.
Now, let's look at another name that's rooted in a really significant place, Galilee.
Galilee was this major region in ancient Israel, right? It's famous for its beautiful sea, which was the backdrop for so much of Jesus' ministry. So the name itself suggests this deep tranquility and a real connection to history. It feels peaceful, timeless, and just full of story.
So you can see the theme here. Names like Eden and Galilee, they kind of fall into this category we can think of as echoes of paradise. These are names that are directly tied to places of peace, serenity, and really foundational biblical events.
And this slide just breaks down the appeal perfectly. These names are literally rooted in biblical geography. They evoke a real sense of peace, and they connect us to these core stories. And what's so amazing is how they manage to feel both ancient and totally fresh at the same time. All right, let's shift gears a little bit. We're moving from places to the plant kingdom, looking at names inspired by plants that are resilient and graceful. These are true symbols of enduring life.
A perfect example of this is a name that feels both classic and very, very current. Ivy. I mean, ivy is such a classic botanical name. And if you think about the plant itself, it's an evergreen, known for its ability to cling and grow just about anywhere. That makes it this powerful symbol of faithfulness and eternity. So while it's not directly from Scripture, it totally embodies that nature-inspired spirit that reflects virtues like endurance and loyalty. Okay, our final category takes us way up to the summits of strength. We're talking about names that just feel powerful and solid, drawing on the majesty of creation to convey stability. But they also hint at a modern sense of adventure, of climbing and overcoming challenges. And the name that just absolutely captures this is Everest. This slide illustrates the dual appeals so well. On one hand, Everest suggests this unshakable, almost biblical kind of strength, like a rock or a mountain fortress. But on the other hand, it evokes a completely modern spirit of adventure and aspiration. For a lot of people, this connects right back to nature as this powerful reflection of creation itself. It's a name that feels both totally grounded and completely limitless. So we've looked at names inspired by places, by plants, and by peaks. But the most important part is how you can actually apply this way of thinking to your own search. So let's look at a simple little framework for discovery.
Really, it's a three-step journey. First, just identify the core feeling you want the name to capture. Is it peace, strength, faithfulness, life? Second, start exploring the stories in both Scripture and in nature for names that really embody that exact feeling. And finally, find your connection. You choose the name whose story and sound resonates most deeply and personally with you. You know, this search for meaning is absolutely nothing new. As this verse from Proverbs reminds us, the value of a good name, one that carries weight, character, and esteem, has always been considered priceless. It's a legacy all on its own. So, as we wrap things up, I'll leave you with this question to think about. Whether you're naming a child, a new project, or even just redefining yourself, think about that powerful intersection of nature and faith. What story do you want a name to tell?